Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Numbers, the 27th chapter. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these are the names of his daughters: Mahlah, Noah, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, and before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes of all the congregation, by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. So they're saying, look, our father died, but he wasn't like one of those that the Lord slew because he rebelled, right? Those with Korah. He died of his own sins, right? He ended up dying of, whatever the case was there, but he wasn't part of those that rebelled. Why should the name, but when he died, he had no sons, right, for his inheritance to go to. So why should the name of our father be done away from among his family? So why should his name be blotted out or forgotten because he has no sons for his inheritance to go to? As it says, because he hath no son. Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord. So they're saying, look, since there's no son for the inheritance to be passed to, give us, because we're daughters of our father, right? So give us that possession so that we can keep our father's inheritance alive. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and thou shalt cause the inheritance of their father to pass on to them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass on to his daughter. And if he have no daughter, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. So the Lord said, okay, he's instituting a law, a rule here on how do you handle a case where a man dies and he has no son, right? Who does the inheritance go to? What do we do there? So the Lord is handling that case now. And if he have no daughters, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him, of his family, so the next closest relative. And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Get thee up into this mount, Abarim, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. So go up there, go up to the top of the mountain, and take a look at that land, the promised land right there. At least you get to behold it. And when thou hast seen it, thou also shalt be gathered unto thy people, as Aaron thy brother was gathered. So you're also, once you've seen it, then I'm going to call you back, and pretty much that's when you're going to die. For ye rebelled against my commandment in the desert of sin, in the strife of the congregation, to sanctify me at the water before their eyes, that is, the water of Meribah in Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin. And the Lord was making reference to when he commanded them, Moses and Aaron, and told Moses, Speak to the rock, and it'll bring forth water for the people. But he being so pissed off, right, at the people, smote the rock with the rod, I believe twice. And it brought water, but they had disobeyed what the Lord said. And he told them because of that, they wouldn't see the promised land, or they wouldn't lead the people into it. Hence, Aaron died, and Moses is being told here he would die before he could actually enter into that land. And Moses spake unto the Lord, saying, Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, that is, to lead them, which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord Yahweh be not as sheep which have no shepherd. So if I'm going to die, at least appoint somebody, at least while I'm here, so they can have a leader, somebody that can lead them about, and they're not just like a sheep without a shepherd. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit. The Spirit here meaning, he has a right spirit in him. And lay thy hand upon him, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and give him a charge in their sight. And this would basically, give Joshua that authority, and in the sight of the people, so that they would listen to him, right? And thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him. That is the judicial power, right? The authority that Moses had would be bestowed upon Joshua, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient, right? Because they can see it and they can know, okay, you're not just somebody that's getting up saying, all right, I'm going to lead you now, right? And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall ask counsel for him after the judgment of the Urim. And the Urim was a stone that was used, to cast a lot to determine the Lord's answer concerning certain matters. So Eleazar, as it says, would ask counsel concerning Joshua, right, of the Urim before the Lord. At his word shall they go out, and at his word shall they come in. So whatever action they're going to take would be dictated by the answer that the Lord would give by the mouth of Eleazar, since he would bear the Urim. Both he and all the children of Israel with him, even all the congregation. So all of them, Joshua and everybody, they would act based on the Lord's answer by the Urim. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and took Joshua and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation. And he laid his hands upon him, and gave him a charge, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. So he basically put Joshua in charge. And that brings us to the end of the book of Numbers, the 27th chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.